Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. If you're new here or from the UF 2024 page, hello. I'm so happy you're here. Stick around and stay tuned for this video because it's going to be a good one. So today I'm going to talk about part one of my series about dorms that I've lived in at the University of Florida. So today we're covering Infinity Hall, and it's also my #1 pick. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, so Infinity Hall was the first single dorm that I was able to live in, and I lived there last summer and I absolutely loved it. It was the absolute best experience I've had during my time at UF, and it was so bright and vibrant because there were so many windows and the walls were like a nice crisp white, and there was so much sun let in, and it was so nice. Like, I absolutely loved living there because there were no trees, you know, really above the building or anything. So it was very open, the sun shined. It was like, I mean, granted it was summer too, but like, it was just a really great experience for me, and I really enjoyed that, especially for like filming videos like this. So that was nice, and it was uplifting, especially during the summer. You know, I didn't really want to take summer classes, but I had to, so whatever. Alright, so another thing is that it felt like a hotel, like honestly, and in my vlog where I moved in last summer, which I'll link right up here, you even hear me say, this feels like a hotel. Like, that was my first impression. It literally felt like a hotel. Like, it was Hotel Infinity Hall. Everything was just so clean and crisp and like modern, and I just absolutely loved it. It was really great. It was also really clean. Another thing is that you can put nails on the wall in Infinity Hall, so it makes it feel like an apartment. You know, in an apartment you can put nails on the wall, obviously within reason, but in regular dorms like Springs or Keys, you have to use command hooks, which don't always stay on the wall. Another thing, laundry room was down the hall, so if I needed to do laundry at like 6:30 in the morning, I could, because I had to do it at 6:30 because otherwise everyone would be using the washers. I'll get to that in a minute when I talk about the cons, but yeah, the laundry room was literally down the hall, so if I had to do laundry at 10 o'clock at night, I could. If I had to do laundry at 7 a.m. in the morning, I could. It was easy, down the hall. I could run down there real quick, change the laundry, and then come right back to my dorm and continue doing whatever I was doing. Another thing is that it was very spacious. We had a nice second floor or third floor balcony, or not balcony, it was just open in general. Like, there was plenty of seating, and like everything was just so open and vibrant and really spacious. Again, I'm going to talk about light, space. I mean, it was just the way they designed it was really well done. I mean, it's kind of like an L-shaped dorm, so the dorm itself is kind of shaped, the building is shaped like an L, but it works so nicely. And the front part of it, before you go back to where the rooms are, is really vibrant, open. There's plenty of study space, plenty of space for collaboration. Alright, so now moving on to the cons of Infinity Hall, and I hate to even list any cons because Infinity was honestly the best experience I've had at the University of Florida, but I feel like I have to talk about the cons to make this a fair comparison. So one problem I found was that there was not a full-size kitchen. So you had, in the kitchen, in the commons, you had a kitchen, an ice machine, a microwave, and a hot plate. But there wasn't like a stove or an oven, so if you want to bake cookies, you can't bake cookies. You have to order from like Midnight Cookies or whatever, which I've never done before, but I might have to do this year. I don't know. Going in the senior year, we might have to get on that bandwagon. So yeah, you can't really cook much of anything unless you want to use a hot plate. But a lot of students brought their own hot plate. They also brought a George Foreman grill. You can use that. And I've been actually learning to perfect a grilled cheese on that, and it's actually pretty good. So I might bring my own this year. I don't know, we'll see. But my advice regarding this downside of Infinity would be to learn to cook with a crock pot, eat frozen dinners, microwavables, or learn to grill with a George Foreman grill. Or get a meal plan. Infinity Hall is definitely close to Sorority Row, so if you do decide to join a sorority, you will have a meal plan, so you'll be close enough that you'll only need snacks in your dorm anyways. I've heard this food, I'm not in a sorority myself, but I've heard that the food is really good. So there's that. Okay, so another con is that this is like a nitpicky thing, but taking out the trash was really gross. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a girl and, you know, taking out the trash. No, it's not because of that. It's because of the fact that we have, the way this was, and this was different than any other dorm I've lived in, you had to go into the room at the end of the hall that was dedicated for trash. And if you think about it, you walk into a room that has a trash chute down to where all the trash goes. It's gonna smell bad, like, period. This is, like, again, a nitpicky thing. My advice would be to just, you know, plug your nose when you walk in there, because it was bad. And don't eat before you do it, because it might not end well. In other dorms I lived in, it was where a situation where you either walk outside and go put your stuff in the dumpster. You never really had to deal with the smell of it all. I mean, yeah, if you got close enough, but like I never got close enough. I would literally just open the thing and then throw it in like it was like I was throwing a basketball into a net, you know. So yeah, that was that. My advice, if you can avoid bringing a car, do it, please. Save yourself the stress. If you need to bring your car, then I would recommend doing some research and figuring out what solution might be best for you. Alright everybody, so that covers the pros and cons of Infinity Hall. If you have any more questions, please comment down below, or you can follow me on social media and message me there. I lived in Infinity last year and it's by far my favorite dorm, so if you have any questions, I might be able to answer them. Thank you again so much for watching. If you enjoyed, stay tuned for future videos about part 2 and 3 of the series covering Springs Residential Complex and Keys Residential Complex, so stay tuned for that. Thank you again so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a like, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.